Hello, everybody. Cindy Ashton here from Minerva Enterprises, and I am super excited because we have a remarkable woman with us. Charmaine Hammond is your woman, and she's with us for the next 15-20 minutes. You know, a lot of people don't even realize that speaker sponsorships are even possible.
Perfect.
What is sponsorship and what is sponsorship not?
So sponsorship it's a marketing relationship where you, the sponsor seeker, partners with different brands and companies who have a shared or similar audience. That's really key. Brands are looking to get in front of projects and work with projects that have a similar audience.
Yeah.
When you can find the right company who's interested in your audience, the chances of securing sponsorship go up. Now, a couple things when you say, what is it and what is it not? It's not a handout. If you approach sponsorship like it's a handout, it feels like you're embarrassed about the ask or you're coming from a place of scarcity. Sponsorship is a marketing relationship. You're helping this sponsor at the same time they're helping you. It's a collaboration, a partnership. What they're looking for is exactly what you said, return on investment. Where you can stand out as the speaker, author, entrepreneur who gets the yeses is the professional that actually researches that sponsor, builds a relationship, gets to know them, asks the question. A big mistake, you've seen it happen lots, is people will go out there and start proposing, doing the ask and proposing how you can help the sponsor. But if you don't know what they need, what their priorities are, what their goals are, it's probably going to be a no. The importance of relationship and having the conversation. You can't just find this information out on a website or on a company or event planners, social media. This is where the relationship happens. There is so much that event planners have that they're working on that isn't on a website anywhere. But if you take the time to ask them questions and build that relationship, you now stand out against all the other speakers that are just filling in a form and blasting, I'm the best, here's what I can do for you. Whereas you're saying, how can I help you? How can I help create this event to be a success?
Yeah. So that kind of leads into my next question about what is the value that you bring to corporations? Why would they say yes? This is actually what we're talking about right now. But can you give us a couple of tangibles for people to go, oh,
I get it.
Yeah, I get it.
Well, this is why I love sponsorship in the speaking industry. And you're so right. The first sentence you said about people are not aware as a speaker that they can tap into this. You come as a speaker with a built-in audience. You have conferences and corporate clients and nonprofit groups and community events that you have presented to. So you have a following. You have clients, you have an audience. Many speakers belong to groups like professional speaking associations or business networking groups or Minerva. And so when you are attached to another community, that has huge value for a sponsor because they can look at you as the speaking professional and say, wow, number one, you come with credibility, expertise, knowledge, and you have an audience and you have a social media following, and you might have a book or some other product or a PDF that talks to your experience. And you have been on media. All of those things are tangible assets to sponsors. You have an email list. You have a blog or an article that you produce regularly on your website or LinkedIn or some other media, such as a magazine. Those are all assets. Always start local because what happens, I'm just going to use an example. Let's say that you wanted to have a sponsor like a Staples, some kind of an office supply shop that's national, international. They've got multiple locations. A lot of people, what they try and do is they run right to the head office. So I'm going to call Staples, headquarters. The challenge is that's where the Olympics are going and the celebrities, right? And so what we want to do is exactly what you said, Cindy, build those local partnerships. So if you wanted to partner with some kind of a national brand, the way to do that is to build this relationship locally.
As I always ask the question of, have you done sponsorship in the past, and what has worked in your partnership and what hasn't, and what would you need to feel like, for us to do this together and you to invest in my project, my TV show, whatever, what would you need to, at the end of it, what would you need to feel and be able to say to me that says, Cindy, this was successful?
When you're building these kind of sponsorships, you've really got to explore what the sponsor is needing or seeking. When you can get a brand to say, here's what has happened in other sponsorships that we don't want to see happen again. You really want to listen to those discovery questions, because they're going to tell you what will help you knock it out of the park and what will be problematic. And then you can be that sponsor seeker, that partner for them that over delivers, but not in a way that burns you out or creates challenges for you. Because a lot of times people are so much wanting the yes that they do what you suggested. They overpromise and then they get into it and they can't deliver. And that's where your authenticity and communication that you talked about, Cindy, is vital, because you just go to the partner and say, we're having a challenge. You know, we had hoped 500 people would come to this event, and right now we're sitting at 250. And sponsors will often say, oh, we know what it's like trying to fill events. Let us help. Instead of going to them at the end of the event saying, I know we promised 500 and we had 250. You want to always communicate early with them. Let them be part of your solution.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for coming and joining us.
Thank you.